Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jason Sports Show. I'm Jason Gerling, broadcasting straight from Los Angeles, California. I don't know if this is a really funny show. I'm just gonna be talking about things that's been going off my head that I feel like I want to talk about. First things off is all these suspensions have been given out this last week or last 2 weeks or so. Bartolo Colon is the newest member of the 50-game suspension club. Bartolo Colon used to play for the Angels, the Yankees, now he plays for the A's, but he gets suspended for using another. He tested positive for testosterone, which is incredible because he's just trying to make his comeback for his career, and the A's are in a playoff run right now. Are in a playoff run right now, going against the Angels for probably that wild card spot in the AL. So they need as much players as they can. They need guys. Well, okay. First off, Bertolo Colon has experience. He's been there. It might not be his skill level that they'll be looking for, but they're looking for experience. And when you don't have a guy who has experience in the team and then can't really talk to you during a pressure situation, that hurts. The A's this season have been doing surprisingly well. I don't know what else to say about it. He's had 10 wins right now. 10 wins before he got called out on his suspension. So he's doing okay this season. I don't know if he's a huge loss for the A's. His last two starts, he beat Cleveland and the Angels, so that's always nice to do. But the Angels are gonna. Well, not the Angels. The A's. I don't know if they're gonna be super hurt about this. They could possibly just have another guy replace him. Maybe call a guy up from the minors to replace him, but that's that. But it also is a game of baseball. The fact that we keep on getting these suspensions and 50 games. Melky Cabrera, main guy of the Giants. He's been an offensive powerhouse. The Giants are set. If they didn't have Melky, I don't know if they'd be in the position they are right now. Sure, they can beat the Dodgers. I'll get to the Dodgers talk later. But Melky was a huge part. Melky Cabrera was a huge part of that team, and he even got talked. People were even talking about him as like an MVP candidate, which I don't know, because there hasn't been really any clear guys as no clear guys as the MVP, but Melky showed up, except he cheated, which doesn't even matter anything. It means nothing. Everything he did it doesn't matter. He cheated. Took illegal substances. I don't care. Some guys just do that kind of stuff. Manny Ramirez back in 2009. He was a huge part of the Dodgers playoff run in 2008. And 2009, they find out he takes testosterone, 50 games. The Dodgers in 2009 were a good team. But the Giants aren't a good team. They're a good team, but they aren't as good as the 2009 Los Angeles Dodgers. Because the Los Angeles Dodgers during that time were a very strong team. I remember we were very dominant against a lot of teams there, and during that time, and they're just not that strong of a team. They have pitching. Tim Lincecum isn't at his best stuff, but Bumgarner and Kane are really good for the team. I'm going to show you the stats right now, but the Dodgers during 2009 were a strong team, and they were able to push through that time when they didn't have Manny, and they have guys step up. They had Ethier step up. Loney step up. Juan Pierre played a good left field. They used to call it Manny Wood, and for some reason they call it Juan Pierre Wood. Um, but back to the illegal substances. We would have been through this. There's already been a lot of guys who've been involved with steroids. Mark McGuire, Rafael Palmeiro, Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa is weird looking now. He's just a weird looking guy now. Also Roger Clemens. There's a lot of those guys. I don't respect the Giants that much. They're okay team, but I'm a Dodger fan. But speaking from the point of view, the Giants could win the West if they had enough determination and the pitching stays well, and they just start to win. I want to talk about something that kind of really bugged me last night. Joe Blanton is the worst pitcher for the Dodgers in recent years. I've never seen someone this bad in my entire life. The last time I saw someone this bad was probably Brett Tomko. Brett Tomko, if you didn't know, he played for 3 teams. I think 3 teams in the NL West. He played for the Giants. I think he did. Played for the Dodgers, and in the same season, in 07, he also played for the Padres. So he's horrible, in my opinion. Also he's a pitcher for the Diamondbacks, but he has yet to make an appearance, I think. I'm not sure. But he's really bad. I really did not like him. I remember going to a game in April, back in 07, and he just pitched a horrible game. He just played he's not a good pitcher. Over that, Joe Blanton is probably the worst mid-season acquisition that the Dodgers have made in my lifetime. He cannot win games. He's so fat. There's a guy from Sports Broadcasting Camp, Douchey from Sports Broadcasting Camp was a Phillies fan, and he told me that Joe Blanton is he's just fat. Hamburger Joe. He has not won a game for the Dodgers yet. He has not done anything. He's one of the weirdest looking guys I've seen in my life. I don't know how in the world, for his career win and loss record, he has a winning percentage. I don't know how it's possible. He's only 31 years old. He's not that old. He shouldn't be this bad when he's this old. But when he was with the Phillies, he was okay. He was okay. He wasn't that bad. But for right now, he's shown us he can't even win games. 0-3 right now with the Dodgers. 0-3. 0-3. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, 0-3. What am I talking about? I'm the drug master. I don't know what I'm talking about. He needs to come back. Ted Lilly needs to come back. Ted Lilly is not a great pitcher, but he is decent enough so that we don't have to deal with this piece of trash named Blanton. He's so bad. So bad. He's just like, okay, at the game against Pittsburgh, he gave up 8 runs. 8 runs. He gave up 2 3-run home runs. Okay. Joe Blanton gave up not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs. And 2 to the same guy on 3-run home runs. How do you make that mistake twice? I don't understand. You're not supposed to throw down the middle. You're not supposed to let him hit it with power. But you let him hit it with power. It's almost as if Joe Blanton did not care whether or not he's playing for this team. He doesn't care. Okay, that game against Pittsburgh, they scored a lot of runs. The Dodgers scored enough runs. But we can't be responsible for just scoring every single run to make it up to you. I've never seen someone this bad on the Dodgers. And last night against the Giants, he gave up 4 runs. We need to be pitching. We need to be pitching guys who are ready for the playoff atmosphere. And Joe Glennon does have World Series experience, but it's not translating into the game right now. We're in a race for the NL West. We're trying to compete against the Giants, and this is what you bring us. You bring us starts, so you get 4 runs. That's not good. That's not good at all. But yeah, it's horrible. But yeah, it's tough. I don't really like it at all. That's besides the point. Joe Blanton is the weak spot of the Dodgers starting rotation. Taylor Lilly needs to come back. If you're listening, Mr. Lilly, come back. We need you. We can't deal with Joe Blanton anymore. It's horrible. It's not good. So I know these rants aren't that funny, but it's something I wanted to talk about because I'm just really upset with Joe Blanton. If we could just try to get another pitcher, somebody, I would be down to get Randy Wolf. Randy Wolf played for the Dodgers back in 2009. I think I remember back in 2009 and 2008. But he was a strong pitcher for the Dodgers. He was really strong. And Randy Wolf just got, released by the Brewers, which was really good. Really good. You know who was the ace of the staff back in 2009 for the Dodgers? You know who that was? That was Chad Billingsley. Clinton Kershaw wasn't even an ace yet. He wasn't even close to being an ace yet. We have Chad Billingsley. Chad the dog Billingsley. What a man. We had Jason Smith even play for us. We had sent 3 guys to the All-Star game. We were bosses. Wish the Dodgers were like that now. We have Hanley. That's good enough for me. But moving on about that, here's something to think about. Who's better, Bryce Harper, or Mike Trout? Mike Trout's obviously better. He's done more for the team. His team might not be in the playoff race right now. They might be coming in and out of the playoff race, maybe going in for a few games, and the Angels decide, what the heck, we'll lose 4 games on the road to the Rays. What the heck? It's not going to matter. Here's the thing. None of these LA teams are playing serious baseball anymore. We need to get in that. Giants, Dodgers, and Angels need to start. Those 3 teams. The A's are playing serious ball. The A's came here to play. They didn't come here to mess around. The Angels and the Dodgers and the Giants are just messing around. This isn't even playoff race. Okay, I was on Facebook, and they said that it was playoff atmosphere at Dodger Stadium. You know people were there? 38,000. That's a 56,000 seat stadium. 38,000 is not a playoff atmosphere. That's a playoff atmosphere maybe at Houston or Milwaukee, but not Dodger Stadium. Don't call it playoff atmosphere if the stadium is not even like 90% full. That's not playoff atmosphere. The Dodgers are just playing pitiful. We're supposed to be good at home. This is our stadium, and the Giants are taking advantage of us? I don't think so. We can get our shit together. Or shoot together. But yeah. Sorry for that. We need to get stuff together. I'm sorry, but sorry for cussing there. I'm really upset about the Dodgers. If the Dodgers don't make the playoffs, I'd be disappointed, but I wouldn't be surprised because the Dodgers aren't playing serious baseball. They're not. They have to go to every single game thinking this might be their last. The wins have to stack up. The way to get to October is that you need at least 85 wins. I don't know how many wins it's going to take to win this division. Maybe even 90.